my god, this hair is so funky. Anyways, man, somebody asked me to make a video on people who are young and who are like aimless, lost, and confused. Let me tell you, I don't think this is just a young people thing. I think there are a lot of people who are like older who are also in that same state of mind. Yeah. The easiest way, I think, I want to say, deal with these things is you need to, like, I want to say, for me, I think it's hard for me to see things clearly and to know what direction I want to go into unless I have a clear state of mind, you know? I think a lot of people operate from like a very chaotic state of mind, and that's why it's really hard for them to make decisions, and it's really hard for them to like take necessary action towards their like objectives, I suppose. So it starts with like just being calm. And how do you get to a place of calm? Oh my goodness, there's somebody who just pulled up and he's staring at me. It's so weird. It's like for me, it's like meditation, self-awareness. And I think like journaling can be used as a tool to accomplish that. You know, like when you journal, you have a tendency to just kind of like take the thoughts that are predominantly at the forefront of your mind and you put them onto paper, and then you have like a visual blueprint of not only what you want in life, but what you don't want, you know? And like for me, it's like once you get clear on what you don't want to participate in anymore, it's like you can start eliminating those things from your life, you know? And then once you are clear on what you do want in life, you can start investing more of your time and attention in that. Also, like if you take note of like your strengths and weaknesses, like when you take note of your strengths, it's like you can, you know, you're aware of the tools that you have in your tool bag, you know. When you take note of your weaknesses, then you can see like where you need to strengthen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I making sense? Yeah. So like for me, it's just like sitting with oneself, you know, being aware. And I honestly think if you feel and you're aware that you are lost and confused and aimless in life, that is a great place to start. You know, you have that awareness, you know. Most people aren't even aware. You know, they're too busy blaming the world. They're too busy blaming other people for their life circumstances. But by you like acknowledging that you feel lost and aimless, it's almost like you've taken the first step on the path, you know. It's just like, oh, okay, like I feel lost, I feel confused, I feel aimless, you know. Like how can I like get out of this space, you know? Yeah, journaling, self-reflection, taking time away from the world. And what I mean by that is just like cutting out all distractions so that you can become very clear with yourself, you know, and what you want and what you don't want in life. And the thing is, I think a lot of people get stuck in analysis paralysis. What do I mean by that? It's like they feel like they have too many options, and then they just kind of like get overwhelmed, you know, like like analysis paralysis. My whole thing is like, just take action, you know? And like, yeah, I think people are afraid, honestly. Like, am I making the right choice? Am I making the wrong choice? There are no right or wrong choices, you know? Like, for me, it's just like, either something will work out or something won't, you know? And if it doesn't, then you learn a lesson, you know? And when you learn that lesson, you acquire more tools for your tool set, and you know what not to do again. Or you go back to the drawing board and you revise your plan of action and try again, you know? And again, it's kind of like trial and error. It's all experimentation. But by not doing anything, you just stay stuck in place. So it's like, take action, you know? I know people who like get analysis paralysis, and oh my goodness, they end up like just not moving anywhere, not doing anything with their lives. You know, they're constantly just stuck in their head about like, in fear, you know? Like, for me, I don't know. In other videos, I say I get excited. You know, it's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's try it. You know, like, oh, I tried that. I didn't like it very much. I'm probably not going to do that again. Or, oh, I tried that and it was great. You know? So, yeah, just get out of analysis paralysis. Start writing down things so that you have a blueprint on, like, and you're clear on, like, what tools you have, what tools you don't have, what weaknesses you have, what strengths you have, what you like, what you don't like, what you will, you know, tolerate, what you won't tolerate. And then once you get a clear picture in front of you, take action, you know, because like by like sitting back and doing nothing, you just get more of nothing, you know. And for me, I like to make it exciting. I like to make it fun, you know, because fear is anxiety. Anxiety is either, you can either transmute or transform anxiety into fear, or you can transform it into excitement. So for me, it's like, yeah, I feel anxiety, or actually no, I don't really feel anxious as much, you know. I used to have like crazy anxiety, but I had to like learn how to regulate myself. Yeah, and I think self-regulation is easier once you start pushing past your fears. Once you have that blueprint available in front of you, then you can make necessary decisions and choices that will shape your life, you know? And like I said, like, people like really get stuck in, you know, right or wrong. Like, I'm gonna make this right. No, it's not right or wrong. It's just a decision, you know? And then, like I said, if you reap an outcome that is beneficial, then great, you know? If you reap an outcome that is not to your liking, then you know not to do that again, you know? Or if you really want to try again, you can. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of things fall apart because they're not meant for you. But you won't know till you try, you know? The things that are meant for you will obviously fall into place, you know? And it's almost like you have to take it's weird. It's like you have to be passive, but then you also have to be active at the same time. Dude, it's like balance. You have to be in a balanced state of mind. You have to be clear, you know? Yeah, I don't know if like this advice helped, but I'm going to tell you a story. So shortly after the request was made to make this video, I literally encountered someone at my workplace that was lost and confused and aimless. And I don't know, she was asking me for advice, and she was very indecisive. And I was like, you know, it's good that you're aware that you're decisive, because, or indecisive, because now you can be more decisive, you know? So it's just like taking stock of like things that, you know, you have shortcomings with is amazing, because now you're like, oh, okay, I'm indecisive. How can I become more decisive? Oh, I'm afraid. Okay, what can I do to be not afraid? Oh, I feel like aimless and lost. What can I do to not be aimless and lost, you know? So like just the awareness in itself is a huge leap over the huge hurdle, you know? Anyways, I gotta go. I don't know if this video made sense, but I hope it was useful. I hope you learned something. And if you did, cool. If you didn't, that's cool too. Blessings to one and all. Amen.